Yeah, I got you.
Nah, don't just say, I got you, like it's normal. People don't help people like that. And you didn't have to do what you did. Give me all the answers, stuff like that. I don't know what I did to meet you and Fatima at this point in my life, but it's a game changer.
It's all good, man.
Nah, it's not good. You a good dude, bro. And you always got my back, man. We gonna be tight. You stuck with me now. You stuck with me.
Well, you don't have anything to worry about. You know, anything I can share with you, I will. Open book.
Well, you know what, Zatima fans, what's that saying? When something seems too good to be true, it usually is. And a lot of people, specifically Fatima, feel the same way when it comes to Bryce. Now, something to keep in mind, and I really noticed this after watching episode 3, when kind of how quickly the Gretchen and SEC storyline kind of got wrapped up there. It's one of those things where maybe because this season is only 10 episodes, they're really kind of rushing through things, kind of like if you watched Our Kind of People on Fox. It felt like when you watch the previews about, and look, I don't forgot these people's names. I know Nikki is the daughter, but is Angela? Was Angela the name of the main character? I forgot. But basically, the fact that, oh, my father is this rich dude, but I thought that would be something that would be dragged out through like at least half of the season. But no, that was like revealed in episode 1. So yeah, as you watch that season, they covered a lot of ground very quickly. And it seems like that's what's making Zatima stand out, because a lot of the major issues people have questions about, like, is Zach going to get in trouble for the stocks? Is, Fatima going to do this and yada? They kind of just fly through it. So it's just one of those things where, when it comes to Bryce just coming in like a knight in shining armor, so to speak, he's just fixing all of Zach's problems. And, hey, it's one thing to help someone, but to be like, yo, let's join into a business together. Hey, I know this person. Now, some people have speculated that Bryce and the realtor Valerie might scam Zach. I don't think that's the case. I think it's the fact that I'm surprised that, given Fatima's reservations about trusting Bryce, that Zach jumped aboard to welcome him into starting a business flipping houses. It's just one of those things where I'm not saying Zach needs Fatima's permission, but it's one of those things where I'm surprised he made that knee-jerk reaction without thinking, ooh, what is Fatima going to say about this? It's like one of those things where I know it's different universes, but in Sistas, she wasn't keen on the idea of Zach going to that hedge fund management company that Gary runs so they can, have a hold on his money. But when it comes down to Rise Ventures, I just hope that, Zach knows what he's doing. I really do think he does. I'm going to be honest. I think Valerie is someone to be trusted. But when it comes to what am I thinking? Bryce, I've said it before, it's some sexual tension there, because I've said it time and time again, and hell, we got 2 more episodes as proof. Look, notice how like touchy-feely Bryce is with Zach. I'm not saying that 2 men, 2 men who are straight, who are just friends, can't like, hey man, what's up? And like, put his hand on the shoulder like, yeah, hey, it's all going to be good, man. Or, fist bump or whatever. But it's the fact that he's quick to like hug somebody. Hell, wasn't it once or twice that Zach like scooped up Bryce and like picked him up in a happy hug, like, yay. So, I don't know. And like, the way Zach, like, yo man, you came in my life at a great time, you and Fatima. So it's just one of those things where, yeah, Bryce is attracted to Zach, and the proof in the season 1 trailer where we see Zach, we see Bryce, I think, like, put his hand on Zach's face, and Zach pops him right in the jaw. Yeah, because Bryce was trying to come on to him, but that's not how Zach rolls. But regardless, I hope it's kind of like on the Haves and the Have-Nots, where Landon was attracted to Charles, and it's like one of my favorite moments in the series was when Charles was like, look, don't ever try to do that again, because if I'm not mistaken, it went from taking off Charles's shoes to his belt to Landon undoing his zipper trying to give him head, and then Charles like snapped out of his drunken state. But from there, they talked about it, and Charles, hit him across the jaw. But from there, he said, look, I don't have a problem with you being gay, but you being attracted to me, but I'm not gay. I'm not interested in men. So I have to say, you are the best assistant, the best person I've ever worked with. So here's what we can do. If you can remain professional and not do what you did that night, then we can work together just cool. And it felt like that's a relevant kind of thing where it's like in today's world where it doesn't matter. And look, growing up, I'm kind of like, if you watch my bro reviews and how John talks to like Darla and whatnot about how transgender and stuff, that's not something I really grew up with. Where I live at, that wasn't something that was quote unquote the norm. It's just one of those things where it isn't until recent years where LGBTQ stuff was more in the spotlight. I'm not even going to say the word acceptance because, well, obviously with the protests and everything, it's obviously not I guess you could say everybody's for it, but I'll just say that it's out in the open more than it was like in the 90s, early 2000s. Again, at least where I'm from. But in any case, it's like race / ethnicity, gender, sexuality, politics, regardless of those different things, if you and the person you're working with or a partnership with in a company or whatever, if you click together and you can work well, then that shouldn't matter, all the other stuff, but just remain professional. So especially it's one of those things where Bryce is like, bro, Zach is involved with Fatima. Like, why are you trying to, make a move on him? But we'll just have to wait and see how things play out, either, in next week's episodes or the following weeks. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I guess as season 1 goes on, it's going to be a wonder. Okay, are certain characters going to pop up in season 2? Like after Bryce tries to make a move on Zach, will he still be, in Zach's friend group? Do you think that Belinda is still going to be around after she betrayed Fatima? So we'll just have to wait and see. But regardless, I think Bryce, in terms of a business sense, he can be trusted. Same with Gary, where he's a trash individual, but when it comes down to like hedge fund management and business and money, the dude is cool. It's kind of like when Bryce and even Jake in both respective series, when asked about what do you think about Gary, or like when Zach or whoever would ask about how he handles money and whatnot, they both have nothing but positive things to say in regards to Gary in the work environment. But in terms of the personal one-on-one stuff, dude could be a bit shady, so it's just one of those things where never mix business and pleasure, I suppose is the best way to put it. But yeah, Bryce is definitely into Zach. I've said this in several videos. The original character description of Jake was that he wants to be more than friends with Zach, and heck, even like the disclaimer was, actor must be comfortable with bisexual scenes. So I'm not saying that Zach is going to be in a sexual scene with Bryce or Jake, but it might be like where Bryce / Jake flirts with him or something, and that kind of throws Zach off. So he's like, hell no. So, is he going to tell Tima, you were right? Or will this lead to Angela finding out? It's going to be some weird shit. Okay, so with that being said, that's all I have to say for this particular video. Do you think Rise Ventures is going to get off the ground? Hopefully it does, because I'm glad, Zach is trying to go legit. So thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below, and I will catch you in the next one.